Hello everyone. Let's discuss ethics case studies. Prabhat was working as Vice President, Marketing at Sterling Electric Limited, a reputed multinational company. But presently the company was passing through difficult times as the sales were continuously showing a downward trend in the last 2 quarters. His division, which hitherto had been a major revenue contributor to the company's financial health, was now desperately trying to procure some big government order for them. But their best efforts did not yield any positive success or breakthrough. His was a professional company and his local bosses were under pressure from their London-based Ho to show some positive results. In the last performance review meeting taken by the Executive Director, India Head, he was reprimanded for his poor performance. He assured them that his division is working on a special contract from the Ministry of Defence for a secret installation near Gwalior and the tender is being submitted shortly. He was under extreme pressure and he was deeply perturbed. What aggravated the situation further was a warning from the top that if the deal is not clinched in favor of the company, his division might have to be closed and he may have to quit his lucrative job. There was another dimension that was causing him deep mental torture and agony. This pertained to his personal precarious financial health. He was a single earner in the family with 2 school-college-going children and his old ailing mother. The heavy expenditure on education and medical was causing a big strain on his monthly pay packet. Regular EMI for a housing loan taken from banks was unavoidable and any default would render him liable for severe legal action. Against the above backdrop, he was hoping for some miracle to happen. There was sudden turn of events. His secretary informed that a gentleman Subhash Verma wanted to see him as he was interested in the position of manager which was to be filled in by him in the company. He further brought to his notice that his CV has been received through the office of the Minister of Defence. During interview of the candidate Subhash Verma, he found him technically sound, resourceful and experienced marketeer. He seemed to be well conversant with tendering procedures and having knack of follow-up and liaising in this regard. Prabhat felt that he was a better choice than the rest of the candidates who were recently interviewed by him in the last few days. Subhash Verma also indicated that he was in possession of the copies of the bid documents that Unique Electronics Ltd. would be submitting the next day to the Defence Ministry for their tender. He offered to hand over those documents subject to his employment in the company on suitable terms and conditions. He made it clear that in the process, Sterling Electric Limited could outbid their rival company and get the bid and hefty Defence Ministry order. He indicated that it will be a win-win situation for both him and the company. Prabhat was absolutely stunned. It was a mixed feeling of shock and thrill. He was uncomfortable and perspiring. If accepted, all his problems would vanish instantly and he may be rewarded for securing the much-awaited tender and thereby boosting the company's sales and financial health. He was in a fix as to the future course of action. He was wonderstruck at the guts of Subhash Verma in having surreptitiously removed his own company papers and offered to the rival company for a job. Being an experienced person, he was examining the pros and cons of the proposal situation and he asked him to come the next day. He was uncomfortable and perspiring. If accepted, all his problems would vanish instantly and he may be rewarded for securing the much-awaited tender and thereby boosting the company's sales and financial health. He was in a fix as to the future course of action. He was wonderstruck at the guts of Subhash Verma in having surreptitiously removed his own company papers and offered to the rival company for a job. Being an experienced person, he was examining the pros and cons of the proposal situation and he asked him to come the next day. A. Discuss the ethical issues involved in the case. B. Critically examine the options available to Prabhat in the above situation. C. Which of the above would be the most appropriate for Prabhat and why? 2. Ramesh is State Civil Services Officer who got the opportunity of getting posted to the capital of a border state after rendering 20 years of service. Ramesh's mother has recently been detected cancer and has been admitted in the leading cancer hospital of the city. His 2 adolescent children have also got admission in one of the best public schools of the town. After settling down in his appointment as director in the Home Department of the state, Ramesh got confidential report through intelligence sources that illegal migrants are infiltrating in the state from the neighboring country. He decided to personally carry out surprise check of the border posts along with his Home Department team. To his surprise, he caught red-handed 2 families of 12 members infiltrated with the connivance of the security personnel at the border posts. On further inquiry and investigation, it was found that after the migrants from neighboring country infiltrate, their documentation like Aadhaar card, ration card and voter card are also forged and they are made to settle down in a particular area of the state. Ramesh prepared the detailed and comprehensive report and submitted to the Additional Secretary of the state. However, he has summoned by the Additional Home Secretary after a week and was instructed to withdraw the report. The Additional Home Secretary informed Ramesh that the report submitted by him has not been appreciated by the higher authorities. He further cautioned him that if he fails to withdraw the confidential report, he will not only be posted out from the. However, he has summoned by the Additional Home Secretary after a week and was instructed to withdraw the report. The Additional Home Secretary informed Ramesh that the report submitted by him has not been appreciated by the higher authorities. He further cautioned him that if he fails to withdraw the confidential report, he will not only be posted out from the prestigious appointment from the state capital, but his further promotion, which is due in near future, will also get in jeopardy. A. What are the department options available to Ramesh as the director of the Home Department of the bordering state? B. What option should Ramesh adopt and why? C. Critically evaluate each of the options. D. What are the ethical dilemmas being faced by Ramesh? E. What policy measures would you suggest to combat the menace of infiltration of illegal migrants from the neighboring country? Thank you everyone. Subscribe to UIS channel.